Hello, this is Dave, otherwise known as @BullseyeVideo on Twitter, and today I'm here to give you a little behind the scenes look into how I add about 4,000 targeted followers to my account every month. You can see this is just for the last 3 months. Here on April 24th, I had 3,783 followers. It is the 6th of August, and I have 24,632 followers. In the last 3 months, I've added over 21,000 followers to my main Twitter account. That's an average of 7,000 per month. Now, at the beginning of this video, I talked about 4,000 a month because I want to be a little conservative. And with the tool I'm about to show you, you should be able to do 4,000 a month with minimal effort. I like to tell you about how I personally had built my followers. At first, I started off by buying a program, an ebook, and videos essentially that showed me how to do it. It was really time consuming and it became very frustrating and very mundane. And I was very fortunate to come across some automation software. A program that could automatically follow people for me. I thought this was great. I started doing more research and saw there was lots and lots of programs out there. So I went and tried a couple. They were okay. I went and found one that I liked a lot more called Hummingbird, which a lot of you are probably familiar with or have heard of. And I used that for a while. That's how I got the bulk of my followers early on. Recently, in my searching on Google one day looking for more software programs, or better, I should say a better mousetrap, so to speak, I came across a program by the name of TweetAdder, and I was blown away. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the first automated follower program I've found that works on Mac and PC. When we first log in, you'll see here it has all my accounts which I added on. Right now I'm going to go into my main profile, which is Bullseye Video. I hit login, and then it's going to go ahead and log in here. It's a very simple interface. At a glance here, it gives me all my stats, my followers following, the ratio, people to follow back, updates to post. That's one of the things too that is different from most of the following software I have seen. This actually has an area to automate tweets as well, and it'll tell you follows sent, the followers you've gotten, followers lost, your conversion rate, messages sent, Twitter updates. Gives you status updates down here, which I think is big, and also notifications here too. The one thing that's nice about this that other programs don't do is it actually will tell you when you've hit your API limit or your follow limit for the day. For those of you who don't know what API is, the API is essentially a command that is sent out by most of the third-party software that interfaces with Twitter. Right now you're allowed 150 API commands an hour, and that could be a combination of things. If you're using software to tweet, it's a combination of tweets, replies, follows, unfollows. You have to be very careful of those hourly limits or Twitter will briefly freeze your account. It only lasts an hour for some things, and you're not totally frozen, but it just does make things sort of a hassle. And that's something I mentioned too. You should check on Twitter's terms of service to make sure that anything you're using this software for is within their terms of service. So let's look at some of the different things here. You can search by tweet keywords, bio keywords, search for users by location. This is very powerful for businesses that are local and they're trying to build up just a local following. You can search by followers of another user. So if there's a user that has an audience that's a similar target to the audience you're trying to build, you go ahead and start following his users. There's also searching users followed by another user. So let's go ahead for a little demo here. For bio keywords, as I like to talk about marketing a lot, let's go and type in marketing. Searching bios that it's coming across here. I'll take you to some of the other pages here. Add follows. Now this is what I really like about it too, is that a lot of the automated programs I've used in the past, they just work at one speed and one amount. You hit start and they keep going. They don't count how many commands they're sending out or how many people they're following or unfollowing, and then they'll get hung up. They'll either have you hit a follower limit for the day or even on unfollows too. Then they could do more than 150 APIs an hour and get your account frozen for that. This one, it gives you total control over that, which is really huge in my opinion. I have never come across a program like this before. So you see there's basic numbers here. The number of followers you can send at one time, follow backs for those who you have to follow that are following you that you haven't followed back yet. Then there's the following setting. You can say the maximum followers per day and then the time delay between following. Again, I say you could do 150 per hour, so you want to make sure you're under that limit. So I have it set between 30 and 35 seconds for each follow command. So that way I know I'm going to stay under 150 follows an hour and stay within Twitter's limits. I can also put little things in here like stop adding follows when the following to follower ratio reaches 1.5 to 1, which is what the creators of this software recommend, and other people do too, that you stay within that ratio. And that's around where Twitter holds you at anyways. So you can see here it's still actually extracting all this all these terms here from marketing, it found a total of 1,500 IDs gathered from that keyword search. So now I can see that I have 1,500 users that I can follow that have the term marketing in their bio. I've already sent out 100 follows today, so for right now, I'm going to say let's just do another 100. So I want to keep it within my limits. I could go up to 500 a day is the max that you can do right now because Twitter changed their follow limits a few weeks ago. Go ahead and hit start, and then you'll see here, you can see all the messages sent 1 of 100. Your now following user has their number and the time they're followed. And as each one keeps going on here, you will see it continue to update on the status window there. You can follow the numbers here and see where you are in relation to the goal that you've set. While it's doing that, let's go ahead and take a look at unfollow. Again, there's lots of different options on here, which I really like because it gives you more flexibility and makes it easier to build followers than any other program I've used before. For unfollowing, the total number to unfollow. Right now, I don't have any that I need to unfollow, so I'm not going to worry about this. But just go through all the settings here. Maximum number to unfollow per day, I have it set at 200. The time delay between unfollows. This should actually be on the other screen there, so 30 to 35, again to stay within that API limit for the hour. Only unfollow users that were followed using TweetAdder. Another big feature here is the wait and the number of days before unfollowing a user. At some points, I might be following about 2,000 people more than who are following me. I want to give them some time to add me. So in here, I can set the number of days to wait, and it can be any number you want. When I've used other software programs, there was no way to do this. So what this is going to do is it's going to give people a few days to add, see if they come on board. If they don't, it'll then go back and unfollow them because you'll need that space in order to continue to grow your followers. Now, let's go into the automation. You can preset all this stuff and basically set it and forget it. And this is very unique, again, to any of the software I've ever encountered. This one is a huge improvement over what I've been using in the past. What you can do is you can preset, I want to follow so many users, tell it what to search for ahead of time. You can go ahead and select a lot of different automations here. Automatically post updates to daily maximum for your tweets, post replies to tweets. You can do the following task when you log in. If you check that, you can do the following task at a certain time each day. You must be logged in for that. Click on this to run automated tasks, automated unfollows, and follows. In my opinion, this program is pretty amazing. With all the automation features, you really can set it and forget it for periods of time where all the programs I've used in the past that do automated follows and unfollows have never given me this kind of freedom and this kind of reliability. So I really appreciate TweetAdder for that. You can run multiple copies of the program on your computer at the same time. And this one has been the biggest time saver for me because I run, as I think I mentioned earlier, 9 accounts. With programs like Hummingbird, I can only do one at a time. So it took a long time to cycle through everything. With this, as I'll show you right now, I can go ahead, I just go up to accounts. I can either switch if I want to get off this one, but I want to leave it open because it's still following here. I can go ahead and open an additional account. And now you're going to see the initial login window pop up. If I wanted to just run automated tasks that were already preset, I could just check whatever accounts, again, multiple accounts, and then hit run automated tasks, and it would go ahead and do that. But for this example here, let's go to my next account here, Digital Tool Review. And I'm going to go ahead and open this, and now, as you can see, I've got 2 versions of the program, or 2 copies of the program going. So I could go here now, and I can go ahead and open another search. I want to look for people that are talking about the Mac right now, the Mac computer. So I'll go ahead and put that in, search. So I have these 2 open here now, and I could go ahead and keep opening more. Hopefully now you see why I feel this tool is so powerful, but also how I use this to build my followers on my accounts. Another thing that really impressed me with this is the price. As of right now, the price for a single licensed user, so that's if you have just one account, is actually half of other programs like Hummingbird. So in a nutshell, there's TweetAdder. Hopefully you can see now how I use it to build the followers that I do at the rate I do, and you see the value in it for yourself. As I said, you can get a free trial for either Windows or Mac, so I highly recommend you go and try it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Test it out and see if you like it or not. Just go to the URL on the screen here, www.tweet, TweetAdder.com. Check it out, and if you have any questions, feel free to send me a tweet at Bullseye Video. I'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions, and look forward to seeing you in the future. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.